Number one, hey, here's advice for the week. All right. Hey, Bill, I'm a 21-year-old guy who still lives with his parents. That's not bad. In this economy, that's totally acceptable. Unless you're sitting at home and you're jerking off to porn and maxing out your credit cards, and that's a dumb thing to do. Hey, you know what? No porn for this year.
Is that what you decided?
I have yet to watch porno this year.
Well, it's still early. So.
And, Jesus, there's that support. There's that support, everybody.
Why do you need me to support you not watching porn? I don't have a problem if you watch porn.
You know what? Somebody sent me an article. I got to hit pause again because I'm going to find this. Somebody sent me an article about how watching too much online porn, how it's not healthy for you and can actually add to depression, if I can say that word.
I feel like it probably gives you like a higher expectation of what your sex life should be, but you know, because we're not all porn stars.
Back to what you feel should be going on in your life in a moment. Let me just.
No.
I feel like he should be able to pick me up over his head and turn me upside down and do things to me.
Is that unreasonable?
With my back problems? Hang on a second. You know what? Sorry to say, I can't find that fucking email that dude sent me, and all I found was a bunch of people trashing that online porn is not addictive and saying that it isn't bad for you. But I don't know. It's just, you know.
It depends on your personality.
Yeah. It's one of those deals. Nia, why don't you put the microphone over your shoulder? You're sitting there playing with you.
Sorry.
You know what? I'm gonna get a desk down here with 2 fucking chairs, so the mic will be, right there.
Okay.
And then, okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll work on it.
Okay.
All right. I feel like you have something to contribute, and I just don't
Thank
feel like
you.
people are hearing you. See how I did that, people? I complimented her. I stroked her ego so she can do it. Thank you. That's all I was looking for. I just want people to know that I'm here. I have not watched porn. Sometime at the end of December, I watched something. And it was so disgusting that when I was done, I actually bursted out laughing as if I just watched Bridesmaids. It was just, and I was just like, what is wrong with me? Like, I actually got to that point in porn where the porn was so fucked up, it was just funny to me. Not that the people were doing it, there was just something pathetic. And I was like, I got to walk away from this. Hey, last year I didn't drink. This year I'm swearing off to porn.
Okay.
See that?
All right.
I'm always trying to become a better person, Nia, and what do? Constantly shit all over me. By the way, you got a couple of shout-outs in Houston.
Oh, did I?
Yep, when I brought out the podcast.
Yay.
And I said I was with a wonderful lady.
What's up,
Houston? A few
Houston?
people yelled, Nia. And then one of your friends texted you and said, you got a couple of shout-outs. So then when you brought it up in the car, you were like, what does that mean? What does that mean I got, shout-out? Like, you don't know what a shout-out is.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You wanted to hear what people said.
What did they say?
Were they chanting my name? That's going to be the end of us, Nia, when people start liking you more than me. And then we're going to break up like Sonny and Cher, but still perform together for a little bit.
If we break up, your fans are going to hate me. I just know it already. Because they're already going to be on your side. They're just going to automatically
Way to
side
take
with
all
you.
the fun out of it. Because
have
that's what they do. They like
loyalty
you
to
first,
you.
and I'm always going to be second fiddle.
I
Marsha.
don't blame them.
All right, number 1. Numero uno. Ahora. Hey, Bill. I'm a 21-year-old guy who still lives with his parents. I have a history of being very introverted. Oh, my God. If you start saying that you torture small animals, I'm going to stop reading this. I've been that way ever since I was in junior high. Well, what were you in elementary school? Were you going all out? No, because I would have related to that. I'm in college now, and I've become more social, at least when I'm on campus and at my job. But I'm having a really hard time building a life for myself outside of those arenas. Did I write this to myself 20 years ago? Totally relate to this guy. I don't really have much of a life. I'm really bored most of the time, and I feel like I'm wasting my youth. All right. I know that I have to go out more and hang out with my friends. It's up to me to take some kind of initiative. Cleo, for fuck's sakes, get out of my face. And if it was up to me, I totally would. I live with my parents, though, and that's why it's kind of tricky. My parents are very into the Lord. Oh, Jesus. I don't really share their beliefs. Good for you. And so when I want to go out, the evening usually includes a variety of activities that my parents would give me a hard time about. Normal stuff such as drinking a little weed, man, and secretion of the semen.
Oh, God.
Ugh. Okay.
You have to put
So
it
wait a
like
minute.
that?
You're drinking, you're smoking weed, and you're getting laid? What's the problem? The problem is you live with your parents.
No, does he want to do that and he doesn't? Or he's saying...
No, he's saying he goes out and he does this shit and his parents are giving him a hard time. So he's doing this shit. Maybe he's getting guilt. Why don't I read the rest of it? I know that I'm a young adult and I'm old enough to make my own decisions. A lot of my own decisions, he says. I just don't have the strength of character to look my parents in the eye and have a discussion about all this stuff with them. I especially have the problem with my mom. She was raised religious and has a very different idea about being 21 than I do. I just don't feel like she would understand if I tried to have a conversation with her about my thoughts. I wish I could just come and go as I please without being bothered. I have a car, but I can't avoid the questions about where I've been. I know that my personal life is my business, and I don't share all of it, but they don't seem to understand that. On top of all this, I'm obligated to go to church every week, and I say, would rather fuck my own ass than go to one more church service. All right, dude, you got to move out.
Yeah.
You got to move out. But
Exactly.
I feel trapped. I want to move out. There it is. But I have no money, and doing my job selling burgers isn't going to pay the rent in any place. I know. I'm not sure what to do. Please, for the love of God, rescue me. Oh, Jesus.
Rescue yourself.
Yes, rescue yourself. You got to. You're 21. You're still working your way through college, right? Yeah, you got to get on a track where you're going to get some sort of better paying job.
Exactly. Get a better paying job. Find a roommate situation because you're not
Why
going to be
don't
able to
you take
afford
some
a place
student
by
loans?
yourself.
Take out some student loans, which is a bad fucking idea because then you'll be even further in debt.
Yeah,
I was
but
going to say live at
there's
school.
There's a way to do it. Yeah, why can't you?
All right, how should he
live
do
on
it?
campus?
Because I don't have anything.
Well, you know what though? He's probably not living on campus because maybe his parents can't afford it, so that's why he's living at home. They can't afford that part of the education.
Either that, or they don't believe that they should live there because of all the sinners he'd be with.
Exposed to, yeah.
The devil is in that
No,
quad.
you just got to work his ass off. You need to get another job. You got to find a roommate situation.
Save up your money. Get a car with a bench seat. Do all your fucking in there. And then come home and just always have library books that you're walking in with. And just live a lie.
Yeah.
Until you have the money to move out.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to necessarily talk to your parents about anything in particular, unless they're doing something that's really abusive to you or something. You don't have to talk to them about your life. It's your life.
Yeah, try sarcasm. What'd you do tonight? Smoked crack and got a hooker. Good night, Mom.
Exactly.
Then she'll be praying the rest of the night and she'll leave you alone.
No, but you got to make some sacrifices so you can save some money, get an apartment with a roommate, and live your own life.
He's
but
flipping burgers, though. How can he do that? This is like a guy, Nia, who's on the verge of selling drugs. Isn't that what they always say? What do I do? Sell burgers? I need to make some money.
Well, I don't know. You got. You know what? I'm not
His
100%
ghetto
sure
is
there.
his ghetto is his parents' house.
Yeah. Get another job. Ask for a raise. You got to figure it out. But I think you're also becoming a little bit complacent because you don't have to pay bills and your parents buy your food for you and all that other stuff. So I think there might be
get a car
little
with a bench
hesitation
seat
on your part to really fully leave.
Get a car with a bench seat. That's all I'm saying.
What is
All
a
right?
bench seat in a car?
What is a bench seat? It doesn't
Yeah.
have like the little console. It's not bucket seats.
Oh.
It's one of those ones back in the day. Yeah, you could fuck in cars.
Yeah, I know
Like
what
you
you're
could
talking
you
about.
could never do that now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bench seat like my truck has.
Yes, it
Huh?
does.
Like
Have you
getting
told them about your truck?
No, I didn't. I bought an old Ford truck, and it's
No, Jesus.
yeah, it's got a 360 V8, shifts 3 on the tree, and I'm getting some new headers put on it because you could light my breath on fire when I would drive.
This young
I
man-
would drive it like Ace Ventura down the street because everybody kept telling me, "No, your headers look fine." I'm like, dude, I'm telling you. You could light my breath on fire if I drive this thing for 45 fucking minutes because they would drive around the block and be like, dude, it's fine. And you couldn't see anything really come, at least our untrained eyes. So I get it back today.
Yes, you do. Getting back to this whole scenario here, you need to stop having your little pity party there and pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Get your shit together. No more of this. I'm awkward. I don't have friends. I don't understand. Da 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 da. Start reaching out to some people. Figure out what to do about a job. Save your pennies.
Get a car with a bench seat and do what you want to do.
And move your ass out. Figure it out. Start talking to people. Maybe someone's looking for a roommate, and they're like, "Hey, only a couple $100. I'll let you sleep on my couch."
Gets it.
You know?
All right, number 2.
Asshole.
Well, you just kept saying the same thing over and over.
Look at Cleo.
Cleo,
She's
get
so
outta here.
curious about what's going on.